Okay. I think we're recording. Yes. All right. We started chapter review, Avely and Remington, and we started doing number 1 and 3 together. And then I was like, oh shoot, I'm not recording this for them. So they're doing number 2 and 4 on their own, but here's number 1 and 3. Number 1 and 2 are asking for the sum of the measures of the interior and exterior angles. So a decagon has 12 sides, we said, so n was 12. And for interior, we take n minus 2 times 180, okay? So that means a decagon, a 10-sided figure, would have 1440 degrees inside of it with all of them added together, because they're asking for the sum. So interior angles, 1440, but then exterior, if I do the little pinwheels off of him, all of those are going to add up to be 360, no matter how many sides I have. So interior is 1440, exterior is 360. Then down here on number 3 and number 4, they're asking for what each one would be, okay? So if we have a 12 gon, that means I'm taking n minus 2, so 10 times 180, which is 1800, and I divide by 12, so each one of these is going to be 150 right here. So that's each interior, and then each exterior, we know that all the exterior ones add up to be 360, so we take 360 divided by 12, because there's 12 sides, and that is 30 degrees. Now, I said we know that we're doing it right, because 150 and 30, if I put that exterior angle and interior angle together, those should add up to be 180. And they do, so we're good to go. Okay, so 2 and 4 are that same way. Hexagon is 6 sides, so just do those 2, but make sure you pay attention, and pay attention on the test, whether I'm saying the sum or each. Okay, I'll try to put them in caps for you, whether I'm saying the sum or each, because I know that's going to trick people. Okay, do you have a strategy on 5? Have you moved on to 5?
Yeah.
How many sides does 5 have? 5 sides. Okay, so how do I figure out how many degrees all of these are going to add up to be?
3 times 180.
N minus 2, which is 3, times 180. 3 times 180 is 300 plus 240, so 540. All of this is 540. Okay? All right, I'll get you a little bit more of a start. If we add all those together, I have 4x and 5x and 6x and 4x and 7x. How many x's is that?
26.
26x plus or minus or something. We have 5 minus 5 plus 10 plus 10.
Plus 20.
Plus 20 equals how much? 540. Okay, you do the rest. Find the value of x. Did you leave your trig stuff in here?
Yeah.
Did you come in here this morning?
No, it was here when I walked in.
Oh, did you leave it here yesterday?
No. Or yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. All right, are we ready for 6 through 9? Okay, these are all parallelograms. Things that we know about parallelograms. Ready? This side is going to be the same as this side. This side is going to be the same as this side. What's the 4y pointing to? Do you know?
Yeah.
The top half of the diagonal. What's the 3x pointing to? This guy's diagonal. What's the 12 pointing to?
Bottom.
The bottom diagonal. And the 8 is this guy's diagonal, right? What's the strategy here?
4y equals 8.
4y equals 8 and
3x equals 12.
go. Do it.
Done.
You can do it in your head. Some of them.
Oh.
All of them. You can do all of those in your head. 6. Okay, solve for x, solve for y. All right. 7, what's the strategy there? We're doing angles. What do we know about angles of a parallelogram?
11x equals 55.
This one and this one are the same. But they don't have this one labeled right here.
125.
How do you know it's 125?
180 minus 50.
Yeah, these two are going to add up to 180, right? Okay, so use that to solve for y. Got it? Can you do that on your own? If I get you to start? Am I going too slow? Are we doing okay? Okay. Strategy on 8. Uh-oh, I have an x and a y at the same time.
So that means you have to find x.
That means you gotta do the 2x first. What's 2x equal to?
30.
Is he equal to 30 or 24?
24 consecutive.
He's 30. It's like alternate interior angles. The alternate, mm-hmm.
But I wasn't 30.
Yep. The alternate ones are gonna be the same. So it's kind of like this triangle. You rotate him around to get on top of the other one. Does that make sense? So the 2x will be equal to 30, not 24. These two are equal, and then these two guys are equal. Okay? So solve for x first, then use that to solve for y. Got it? I'll give you a second to do that. We're going kind of fast. Am I going too fast? No? Okay. Number 9's too easy. Okay. Number 9. How do I find y? 6y equals 18. How do you find x? This is too easy. 9x equals 45. Solve for x and y. You can do some of that in your head. You can do all of that in your head, right? Yeah. Try to do all that in your head. You juniors, starting, not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, which is the 27th, you start 7th period. I don't know where you guys are all 7th period except you. Juniors are starting the ACT for John Baylor test prep. And you're going to be in my room for all the math sessions. You're going to be in Bokelman's room. 6th period are you in Bokelman? No. 8th period you're in Bokelman's room. For all the English sessions and all the science sessions, you're in Muth's room 6th period, right? Is there like chemistry or something 6th period? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how that works. So are you also in chemistry 6th period? Yes, so you get a double bonus because you're not a junior, but you get to like take John Baylor test prep if you want to, I guess. Whatever.
What do they do for that?
So they just have sessions for you, and I think, are they giving you booklets maybe? I don't know, I need to ask Mrs. Cleaver. But they will have like sessions, just videos for you to watch, and it's just like crash course on study strategies for ACT.
Yeah, I'm considering taking the ACT this year.
Yeah.
So.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah. All right, 9, that was 9. 10, 11. Shall we talk 10, 11? Should we graph 10, 11?
I got 10.
It's not graphic.
Find the coordinates of the intersection of the diagonals. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm going to graph him just real quick and whatever. What do we know about this thing? Do we know anything about this thing?
It's supposed to be a rectangle.
It's supposed to be a rectangle or a parallelogram? Or a rectangle? Is it a rectangle?
It's a parallel.
The little thing looks like
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy. B, is it 5?
Doesn't that symbol just mean parallelogram? Right? Doesn't necessarily mean.
Oh, this guy? Yes, that means parallelogram.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. 3, -2 is right there, and 1, -4 right there. Oh, yep. This is a really small parallelogram thing. A very small parallelogram-y thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I gotta do A is here, B is here, C is here, D is here. Okay. All right. Think smarter, not harder. Let's see what they're trying to make us do. Are you guys done graphing? Am I going too fast? I'll wait a second. Okay, we're talking diagonals, right? So a diagonal is going from D to B, and one diagonal is going from A to C, right? Something like that.
C is nice.
A to C is nice. Yeah? Okay, we're trying to find where they intersect, like this little black dot right here. Okay, how do I find that? What do I know about where they intersect? It's in the middle of each diagonal, right? Because they bisect each other. Okay, so if I just look at AC, because Ethan says that's the nice one, can I just find the midpoint from A to C and find that dot? Right? Okay, let's find the midpoint from A to C. Finding the midpoint is like finding the average. I want to average 3 and 3 together. Add them up divided by 2.
2.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Is that right? 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Yeah? That should be a straight up and down line, actually. It is a straight up and down line. Okay. So 3 comma. 6 and negative 2, if I average those, 6 and negative 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 comma 2. Is that where they intersect?
Yeah.
Do I have to do the other diagonal? Do I have to do the other one?
I don't think so.
Could you do the other one to make sure? To check and make sure? Probably, but you don't have to, right? 5 and 1, if I add those together and divide by 2, that's 3. 8 and negative 4 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. Yeah, that works. So you really only have to pick on one diagonal and just find the midpoint. Midpoint of 1, I'll say 1. 1 diagonal. That's where they're going to cross each other, is the midpoint of one diagonal. So that was the midpoint formula. Okay? When you're doing these coordinate ones, you're either going to use the midpoint formula. Do you guys know what the midpoint formula is?
It's just
X1 plus X2 divided by 2, Y1 plus Y2 divided by 2. Okay, you're either going to use the midpoint formula or distance formula.
or slope. Right?
Distance formula is this guy. Okay, and then the slope formula. What's the formula for slope?
Y plus mx plus
That's slope-intercept form.
yes.
Yes. We just want m. Y2 minus Y1,
Yeah.
X2 minus X1. There you go. So you're going to use one of those 3 methods. In this case, over here, they say use the slope formula. Blah, blah, blah. On number 11. Shall we do this one together? Or you want to try it on your own?
Together.
Together? Okay, let's graph it. 0, 0. A, 0, 0. B, 1, 3. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, comma 3, and 4, comma 0. There he is, right there. We have to determine whether this is a parallelogram or not. Using slopes. Using slopes.
So you just find the slope from the other.
Yep, we just find the slopes of all 3 of them. So I'm going to find the slope of this top guy, slope of the bottom guy, slope of the left guy, slope of the right guy. Okay, the top guy is a horizontal line. If you do y2 minus y1, 3 minus 3 is 0. 5 minus 1 is 4. 0 over 4 is 0. He has a slope of 0. Or maybe you knew that already for a horizontal line, yeah? Okay, the bottom guy, if I do y2 minus y1, I'll have 0 minus 0 over 4 minus 0, which is 0 over 4, which is also 0. Yeah? So, what's that mean?
They are parallel.
The top and the bottom are parallel. Okay? Do we have to do the left and the right side?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
3 over 1.
Okay? 3 minus 0 is 3. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 3 over 1, or just 3, is his slope. Okay? What's the other one have to be in order to be parallel?
3.
Also 3. 3 minus 0 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. 3 over 1. So what's that mean? Yes, he's a parallelogram. What if they said, tell whether he's a parallelogram, but use distance instead of slope formula?
You have to find the distance for B, C, C.
Yeah, you have to find all 4 distances and make sure the opposite ones are the same distances, right? Exactly. But so we could do either one. It doesn't matter. They're saying just do slopes. Okay? Good, good? All right, let's see. We might be able to get done with the rest of this, maybe. 12, 13, 14. Do you think we can get those 4 done in the next 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. All right, let's rock and roll. We are dealing with rectangles now. This is a rectangle. They're telling us it's a rectangle. Things that we know about rectangles. All of them are 90 degrees. Yeah? The diagonals, are they split in half? Yes, are the diagonals the same length? This guy and this guy, are those the same length? In a rectangle, yes, they are. Yeah, those things are things that we know. Do you guys want to do them on your own or go do them together?
Let's do them on our own and then check.
Okay, go for it. I'll give you a head start. I need like a thing to write on. Mm. Don't forget to plug back in. Oh, 15 is disgusting. Cross off 15. I won't give you one of those that has a square in it. You can cross off 15. That one has, you can do it. It's disgusting. You have to use like a complex trinomial, which we haven't done in like a long time. I guess trade kids you have, but I won't give you one of those.
That wasn't too bad. You just have to remember to plug back in.
Mm-hmm. Because they ask you those like same questions. They could ask you those same questions on the ACT. And guess what they're going to list as an answer every single time?
10.
7 and 10.
Yeah, 7, 10, 2, but I guess you didn't have to plug back in on number 12. Are you guys ready for the answers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? 12, I got y equals 2. 13, I got x equals 10, but then angle AED, that means he is 120. Yeah? I may be wrong. 14, I got y equals 7, and that means BD equals 52. 52? Okay. Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll do the other half tomorrow, and then we'll probably take a quiz on Monday. So we'll study on Monday. Okay? All right. Goodbye, people.